Hey guys, hope all is well. So I recently made some new friends over at Ford Canada. And this past weekend, I was actually in Toronto and I asked them to take a vehicle from Montreal to Toronto to do a little road trip. And it just so happens to have been the brand new 2018 Lincoln Navigator Reserve. So you guys are probably asking, why on earth are we filming this video at night? Well, the answer to that is I actually just came back from Toronto this evening, so we wanted to get a quick little video in. And for 2018, the SUV has been completely redesigned from head to toe. Powering the brand new Lincoln Navigator is a 3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6 that produces 450 horsepower and 510 pound-feet of torque. It's actually the same engine that is found in the F-150 Raptor, just slightly detuned, obviously for a more luxurious and comfortable ride throughout. So before we dive into the interior of the Lincoln Navigator, I want to show you guys the trunk space. So what's very cool is as long as you have the key on you, we do have the trunk and we do have this glass portion over here. There are two buttons found right underneath this sweeping light over here. So the first one to the left actually opens just the glass. So that's pretty cool if your trunk is stacked up and you only need to get some of the upper items, which is pretty neat. So we could close that down right over there. And obviously the second button to the right over here is to open the trunk. As of right now, it doesn't seem like there's a ton of space, which makes sense for a 3-row SUV. What is good to know is for those who are looking for that additional space, as if this SUV wasn't grand enough and large enough, they do have an extended wheelbase version, which is pretty cool. So it adds about a foot to the rear of the vehicle. At the switch of a button right over here, you could control automatically what seats goes down. So as you can see, I just did the third row left, and I could do the third row right, which is pretty cool. And then obviously at the touch of a button, everything goes up and down accordingly. Someone like myself who is 5'5", this thing is absolutely massive. So a cool feature that Lincoln has is as you approach the vehicle and you grab the door handle right over here, the step comes down automatically, which is fantastic. So you just kind of walk right in and away you go. So now we're in the cabin of the Lincoln Navigator, and as you can see, they have spared no expense whatsoever in the attention to detail and just the fine craftsmanship that could be found throughout the Lincoln Navigator. The comfort of the vehicle is actually stunning, and that is due to the fact that you have 30-way, that is right, 30-way adjustable seating found in this vehicle, which is an option from Lincoln. This is just to give you an idea of all the different seat options that I could control throughout my seats. The one really cool feature on top of the 30 different functions on that is there's a massage function for the two front seats. So I was stuck in a bit of traffic throughout going to Toronto as well as driving a bit in Montreal. And I could honestly say I have never been so comfortable in traffic with the massage seats. It's not an intense massage, but it's just a reminder that this is a true luxurious cabin. I'll quickly show you guys the infotainment system that is found up here in the Lincoln Navigator. So as you can see, these are all my different settings from sound, radio if I wanted to adjust the clock, Bluetooth if I plug in any Bluetooth device. There is a Wi-Fi hotspot in here, and obviously you do have built-in Apple CarPlay, which is always a great feature. There's also built-in Android Auto, so if you had an Android device, you just plug it right in. There is the Lincoln built-in navigation, which is actually extremely user-friendly to use using Microsoft and Ford's Sync 3 technology. If I clip maps now, because my phone is plugged in, it's going to bring it right back to Apple Maps. So to complement the Lincoln's infotainment system, there is a 20-speaker Revel premium audio sound system that is found throughout the vehicle. So this powers the Revel sound system, and as you can see, you have your typical treble, mid-range, bass, and so forth. So now we're in the rear of the Lincoln Navigator, and as you can see, there is a ton of leg space, keeping in mind that I am short, but for the average person, there's still a ton of leg space. And what's really nice, it has that limo feel that Lincolns are known for. We also have a little control center over here that controls the front entertainment system. Ton of ample space over here which has some built-in headphones, which operate on Lincoln's optional rear entertainment system. The whole car is really exceptional, and throughout our drive to Toronto, the Lincoln proved to be extremely comfortable and made for an excellent road trip vehicle. The one downfall, and it's really unfortunate, were these rear entertainment screens. I can't really show you too much in detail because I don't really have anything plugged in, but it was extremely difficult to get them functioning properly, as well as to just get some basic entertainment going on. That's the one downfall on top of everything else that I really love and enjoyed throughout the last weekend or so with the Navigator, is this rear entertainment system really does need some fine tuning. As mentioned, the ample amount of space that we have up here in the second row. The third row is actually quite spacious as well. Third rows tend to be not so spacious in a lot of three-row vehicles, but in the Navigator it proved to be very spacious. As you can see, there's no traditional gear lever over here. It's actually buttons. So we have park, reverse, neutral, and drive. So foot on the brake, put into gear. So we're going to put into drive. The car is extremely quiet inside. It is very comfortable. As mentioned, the seats really just keep you comfortable at all times. Steering is exceptionally light. We're going to make this little turn right over here. So again, the vehicle weighs almost 6,000 pounds, but it's nice that they made the steering so light, which I'm sure you guys could take a look over there. I have my heads-up display in front of me, which you guys can't really see, but it tells me how much gas I have left, speed limits coming up, temperature, time, etc. And it's just really nice and comfortable. And I know my friends who were with me on the journey said the same things as well, same comments, that the car was extremely comfortable, made for a great road trip vehicle, and the whole ride itself is just very floaty, which is nice. Even the fuel consumption wasn't so bad. For us to get from Montreal to Toronto, it was 1 full tank of gas there and 1 full tank of gas back. So it was a great little weekend, spending some time with the brand new 2018 Navigator from our friends over at Ford Canada and Lincoln Canada. So thank you guys for that. That's pretty much the end of this video. It's been a very long day driving back. I'm a little bit tired, as you can see, stuttered upon my words, still stuttering and tripping over my words, but it's okay. We're getting through it. So be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be sure to see you guys again soon. Take care.